what I'm doing is making a meat tree. If there's a leopard here, hopefully with enough meat, it's gonna smell it. So I gotta get the meat up off the ground so that the scent travels over this entire jungle and along this game trail. We're gonna make a Christmas tree made out of meat, so here we go. The goat brain smell is just gag-worthy. Whew, okay, what I want is the scent to travel. It's calm now, but there is supposed to be weather coming in later, and with weather comes wind. And if this smell of our chopped goat heads and beef and everything else can travel on the wind, it's gonna make just the most irresistible lure to a leopard. Nobody's ever made a meat tree before. This is shenanigans. But the thing is, when you're a biologist that specializes in animals that have never been studied before, you kind of have to do your best to come up with whatever you can. So this is definitely ambitious, and no matter what, I'm sure something's gonna come and investigate the meat tree. If one of my old mentors, one of the old salty biologists that taught me a lot of what I know, saw that I was making a meat tree in Zanzibar, I think I'd be pretty heavily ridiculed, but you know, that's until the leopard shows up. You know, leopards have pretty good senses of smell, but they rely heavily on visual cues. So, you know, the idea is by raising the meat off the ground, the scent's gonna travel further. So then the leopard follows that scent all the way into the tree. And this is, I mean, look at this thing. This is like a kitty cat's play den. It's just this dangly mess of meat. So they're gonna see it dangling, they're gonna smell it, and in theory, they're just gonna queue in here and have a field day, long enough for me to get, you know, a clear as day shot of a leopard. This is like the most irresistible thing I've ever concocted. God, that is gorgeous. You know, leopards are such incredibly adaptable animals that in cities in India, there's actually records of them living in like downtown. And people have no idea that they're even in those cities. And the only reason I say that is because faintly off in the distance, I can hear a call to prayer. And it's amazing to think that a leopard could be living right here with nobody disturbing it or knowing that it's here when there's people, you know, just a few miles away.
The crew and I are going to head back into town and try and get a good night's sleep before the home stretch. And on the way back into town, I break my producer's cardinal rule. I start scrubbing through some trail camera footage without the cameras rolling. And of course, that's when...
Holy oh my God!
What camera is that on?
Holy
Wait, play it again.
I've watched it like 20 times before I even said anything. It's only there. Look, look, look! Oh my God!
Wait, roll it. Can you roll it?
Watch that. Just watch that. I honestly didn't even believe it.
Which camera was this from?
The one with the sardines, which are sitting like right here. It didn't, there's nothing else on the clip. It's just that video. Oh my God, look at my hands. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Look at it, look at that, look at that. There is, this is not like open for debate. Oh. I don't know what to say. I literally,
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes! 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 Oh my God! Yes!
This.
Yes! Oh my! I'm like close to crying and I never get emotional.
What day was this?
09:15, so today.
Today.
Let me see.
That's where we just were.
I am going to throw up. Oh my God. Okay, but seriously, this can't get to anybody. outside of this crew. Because I have to go through all of the processes to get this like protected. This could be poachers go after it, anything. Like we can't talk about this like outside of us. Obviously when the show comes out it's gonna be huge, but until then we have to keep it under wraps. Seriously. Okay, yes, okay. I'll tell them, but we have to keep it, I'm serious guys, like we can't risk this animal's life. I'm having like heart palpitations. Undisputable, irrefutable.
Big, big one.
An adult leopard. There's nothing, I mean, it's not, I can't even speak. There's nothing else it could be, period. Period.
That's bananas.
I can't even speak words. I don't need to speak words, just look at this. That literally means everything I've ever worked towards in saving animals is like worth it, you know? It's insane.
So I asked Forrest, you know, we're going to all these different locations, like what are some of the ones that we could find? You know, he said the thylacine and the Javan tiger could possibly still be out there. And I was like, oh, that's cool, but what are some of the ones that like, you know, there's not a lot of hope for? And the first one he said was Zanzibar leopard. Here we are. We found the leopard. It is alive.
Although it's so interesting, what started giving me hope was how many people said that they see them. They're just spirit animals, which made me think, okay, maybe there are actually leopards.
All animals are obviously beautiful. There's, you know, different between a tiny lizard or a bird or something like that. Like a leopard is, you know, incredible animal.
It's the power of will. We wanted this to happen so much, and like everybody did. And everybody on this crew is positive and optimistic and cares, and it just shows. You put in the effort, you put in the time, and this is what happens.
Here's a big question for us. Tomorrow was supposed to be the crew's off day. I guess it's not our off day.
No way it's an off day. You guys are lucky I'm not turning this van around right now.